Good morning. How's everyone doing? Today, I thought we would talk about what are the parts of doing a yoga routine or a yoga practice. We've got a little different things that go on, right? At the beginning, we calm ourselves down, and then we get into some stretches, and then a little bit more activity, and then again, we bring it all together, all that great work, and then we close. So normally for a yoga class, you start off with some kind of opening, right? And so I personally like greeting my dog because my dog is, he's part of my family. And so I'll start with that. And so I'll sit down and I'll call him over, see if he'll come. Cody, come. And there he is. So if you have a pet, you know what I'm talking about. This idea of, oh, good morning to you, and just touching their fur and connecting with them. It's such a wonderful feeling, and I feel very blessed to have this beautiful creature in my life. Right, Codes? Because you're such a good boy. And mind you, Cody and I have not gone on our WALK yet. Because if I say the word, he's going to get really excited, right? Okay, you're such a sweetheart. Oh, yes. Okay, so find what you like to give you that sense of, all right, I feel good, I'm ready. For me, it's a dog. For you, it might be a cat or a friend or whatever it is. This is what's great about yoga. It's all your own practice. So now that I've greeted my beautiful dog, I'm going to stand up and just invite you to take a stand on the mat. So sometimes when we just start, it's good to get a sense of where are we? I mean, we know we're in a room or outside or wherever we are, but just to really, really become deep into that sense. So I have my toes on my mat. And if you are on a mat, I'll invite you to take your socks off and just feel that groundedness of your toes on the mat. And maybe if you can, and it feels comfortable for you, you take your toes, kind of crunch them up and down, feeling that mat. So I'm really stretching the toes back and forth without moving and noticing, wow, okay, that's what it feels like to really stand tall into my feet. And then from there, I'm noticing how it almost automatically, just thinking about it, goes all the way up my legs, my spine. I can just thinking about my spine being nice and tall. I'm noticing that I'm elongating a little bit more. And now I'm picturing I'm a marionette and a puppet, and there's a string at the top of my head, and it's giving a little bit of a tug even further. And as I imagine it pulling from the top of my head, I notice an extra inch in height. Wow, look at that. We've already gotten ourselves to be much taller and stretching out our body without even noticing. Okay, that's great. Let's take our hands and bring them up. And take our left hand and grab our right wrist, bringing our hand up nice and tall, and then slowly reaching to the left side. And breathe, breathing in and out. So you're stretching in a diagonal. And come back to center. We're going to do the same thing with the right. Bring your hands up. Taking your right hand and holding your left wrist, bring the arm a little higher up, taking a breath in and exhaling, leaning towards the right. And as you do this, notice there's the stretch, right? There's a stretch on your left side, and there's a stretch going all the way to the diagonal, breathing in and breathing out, and then slowly release. We're going to take our shoulders and we're going to bring them up to our ears, and then we're slowly going to allow them to curl to the back and drop. So we bring them up to our ears, slowly bringing them back so our shoulder blades are not trying to touch, and then bringing them down. So it's a shoulder roll. Bringing them up as far as comfortable, around and down. And if anything causes you any slight discomfort, don't do it. Everyone has to listen to their own bodies, and something might be tight or something you might be feeling a little bit too much to do, too strenuous. Then you pass and you just breathe and imagine what this motion is like. Breathing in as we go up and breathe out as we go down. Breathing in and out. In and out. So from here we're going to stand mat width apart or hip width apart, dropping our hands to the side. And we're just going to take, so now we've sort of opened up a little bit of our arms, and we're just going to take a little bit more deeper if it's comfortable for you, taking your right hand and bringing it straight up and around. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And you can notice how it sounds in your shoulder joints, right? Now we're going to move to our left side, bring it up, around, and you notice I can't do this one as bad. Got a little frozen shoulder, but it doesn't mean I stop. It means I do what I can, and that's what you have to do. 3, 4, and 5. Okay, and now we're going to just shake off any stress, tension that may be in our shoulders. We're bringing our shoulders up to our ears, squeezing tight, 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 and drop them. Ready? 1, 2, 3. One more time, bringing them up, tight, tight, tight. 1, 2, 3, and drop. And last time, bringing them up, 1, 2, 3, and drop. Now just shake up your shoulders and see how that feels. Oh, it feels good. All right. And now we're going to do some neck stretches very softly. We're going to take a breath in, and then we're going to breathe out and slowly turn our gaze towards the right as far as feels comfortable, and then bringing it back to the center, taking the gaze to the left, back to the center, again to the right, and back to the center, and to the left, and back to the center. Now we're going to take our right hand and place it on our left ear, taking a breath in, and then slowly, gently stretching towards the right side of your shoulder, breathing in and breathing out, and this should give you a nice stretch along your neck and shoulder here. Breathing in and out, breathing in and out, breathing in and out. And then slowly release your hand, very slowly, and bring your head back to center. Just noticing the difference between your left and right side. One side had a little bit of a stretch, and the other is waiting for his turn, or her turn, or their turn. Okay, here we go. We're going to take our left hand, and we're going to bring it up to our right ear, and slowly guide our head over to the left, wherever is comfortable, and breathing in and breathing out, breathing in and breathing out, breathing in and breathing out, and then slowly let go. And Cody has seen a squirrel or a dog, so you hear the barking in the back. Okay, so now we've done our neck, and that should feel good. continue with just giving a little bit of a more wake up to our face, taking your hands and rubbing your palms gently. Generate a little bit of heat in between your palms. And when you've got the heat, take your hands, place your palms on cupping your eyes, and just notice that beautiful warmth that comes in to your eyes. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. And then slowly allow your hands to drop down. And we're going to start our practice together. Bowing into the center of your chest. Whatever intention you want to set, maybe I'm going to be calm today. I'm working on love. I want peace. Whatever it is. And bring your head back up. Okay, so let's go to our mat. And we are going to start with a very, very easy stretch for our back. So we're going to go down to our hands and legs, where our shoulders are over our hands, our hips are over our knees. And we're just going to look up, breathe in, and breathe out and tuck our chin and curl our back. Nice and slow as you possibly can do this. Really gives the body a chance to wake up, stretch, in as we look up, and breathing out as we tuck our chin. Go at your own pace, noticing where in your back you might need a little extra attention or love. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. We'll meet in neutral spine. We're slowly going to go down onto our backs on the mat. Gently roll down. So we're on our backs. Yeah, on our backs. Our knees are bent. And we're going to slowly just bring in our right knee to our right part of the chest and interlace your fingers and gently guide your leg towards your chest. Now, if you're here and this feels good, and then you keep it here. And if it's here and you can't do it, you might want to take a belt and just hold it. The point is, wherever you are in your practice is where you should be. Okay, so just do what feels comfortable. And as we continue to do this practice together, you're going to notice, slowly but surely, it becomes more flexible. Your body will it was just a natural thing, right? Because all we're doing is stretching our muscles. So release that leg, take a breath. Now we're going to take our left knee, bring it into our chest, interlacing our fingers, and wherever we can, slowly bringing our leg closer and closer without hurting ourselves, and just noticing where we are and how it feels, breathing in and out into that hamstring. In and out. And when you feel good, you can release that. We're going to take our right leg and place it over our left knee. And as much as possible, we're trying to get our right leg parallel to the mat, parallel to it. And it might be up here, and that's okay. And if you can slowly kind of guide it, that's all right. It will come when it's ready to come. And then if you feel good about it, you can bring up your left leg and just to give an extra stretch. And you can interlace your fingers behind, and then slowly, you can just play around with what feels comfortable. whether you want to raise your leg up and pull it closer, or maybe you want to just bring your knee in, wherever you are and however it feels good to your body, that's what you should do. So I'm breathing in and I'm breathing out. Oh, feels good, nice stretch. In and out. And then we're going to bring that leg down, uncross your legs, and now cross your left ankle over your right knee. And notice how this side is. Each side is different, right? And notice if you have to open it up a little bit. And then if you're ready, you can bring your right leg up if that feels good. Interlace your fingers wherever you are in your practice. Remember, it's all about feeling good with a little bit of a stretch. And that stretch helps you maneuver throughout the day. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. And then slowly let your right leg down and your left uncrossed. Okay? And now slowly we're going to let our legs stretch out completely. And pushing our heels away from us. Just notice, pushing your heels away. And now point your toes in the opposite direction. Pulling your heels away. So it's a point and stretch, point and stretch. So point and then pull back, point and pull back, point and pull back. Now your calves are waking up. Hello, good morning. Nice stretch. Back and forth. Again, Cody's thinking he's going on his W-A-L-K. Because that's the same tone that we say, hey, want to go for, uh-oh. Come on over, Codes. I'm not ready to go just yet, but we'll go soon. Okay, we can stop with our back and forth. And just shake out your legs a little bit. Notice how that feels, getting the blood flowing. And now we're going to do a modified leg ups. So I invite you to take your left leg and just place it on the mat, bend it, and place your foot on the mat. And now we're going to concentrate on our lower abs. So we really want to just notice they're here. So we put our hand on our lower belly and notice as we pull in, breathing in, and then breathing out, we're going to bring our stomach and pull it to the back of our spine. Okay, so that's where the engagement is, right here, just 2 inches below your belly button. We're going to take our right leg, breathing in, we're going to bring our right leg up, whatever is comfortable. And the main thing is to try and keep your knee straight, not to bend it. So if you're over here and then you come up and it starts bending, just leave it to where it can stay straight. And that's where we want to practice. Okay, so breathing in and bringing up. And breathing out as we slowly release. Breathing in as we come up. And breathing out as we slowly release. One more. Breathing in as we come up. And breathing out as we slowly release. And now we're going to add in something small and see how this feels. So we're breathing in and breathing it up. Now instead of going straight down, we're going to go to the side and open it up into like a circle and bring it slowly back to the ground. So going up and around. Up and around. One more. Up and around. And then we're going to go in the opposite direction. So from your foot on the floor, it's going to go out to the side, circle around, and then come down. So ready? Breathing in, going to the side, around and up, and down. Breathing to the side, up, and exhale, coming down. One more, around to the side, up, and down. That should feel great. Or it should feel, oh my goodness, I'm done with this. All right, bend your knee, bring your right knee up, and this time we're going to extend our left leg. Breathing in, we're going to go up, hold, and breathing out, remember, you want to keep your knees straight. Wherever it is, wherever your practice is, do what your body tells you and try and keep your knees straight, wherever that height position is. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. One more. Breathing in and breathing out. Okay? So now we're going to breathe in, bring our leg up, and then we're going to make a circle to the side, lower it down, and then meet at the bottom. Breathing in goes up, circle around and down. That's 2, one more. Up, circle around and down. Okay, now we're going to go the opposite direction. So our legs going around the circle, meet at the top, and come down. Ready? Around the circle, up and down. Great hip opener. Around the circle, up and down. One more. Around the circle, up and down. And now just open up both your legs, let them stretch, maybe shake them out a little. Say thank you, I gave you a nice little stretch. That's wonderful. And from here, I'm going to bring our legs up, bend them, and we're going to make small little tilts with our pelvis one more time. So we're squeezing in our butt, we're squeezing in our lower belly, and we're just bringing it up a little to tilt and back down. So it's almost like a movement that you can't see, as if I was going to go all the way up and make a bridge, but I'm not. I'm only doing it with my lower body, with my abs, lower abs and butt, and then going down. And that's really releasing the lower back. So ready? We're going to squeeze in our butt and tilt up our pelvis, and then release back into the mat. Squeezing in and release. Squeezing in and release. Squeezing in and release. One more. Squeezing in and release. Okay, take a nice breath. Okay, now we're going to do a little bit more of a full bridge now that we've opened up our lower back. Now we're going to really concentrate on ever so slowly bringing our bridge up and bringing our bridge back down, and concentrating on those vertebrae as we do so. Okay, so you want to bring your feet closer to your bottom. It's up to you, and whatever feels comfortable. And so now slowly we're going to take a breath in, bringing our lower belly in, and curling our tailbone as we did before. The pelvis is tilted up, and then slowly bringing it up into a bridge, all the way up. Again, we're tightening our glutes, we're pulling in our belly, and going as high as what feels comfortable. Taking a breath here, and then slowly releasing down. One vertebrae at a time, from the top, middle back, lower back, release. Breath in and breath out. Try again. Breath in, slowly curling all the way up. Hold, and then slowly releasing. Let's do one more. Slowly curling all the way up. And release. Now we're going to turn to our right side. And we're on our right side, and we're going to have our arms straight out in front of our shoulder length all the way out, and our left hand is on the shoulder as well. And this is a really good, and if you have a block and you want to keep a block between your knees, you can do so. That's really going to help just keep your hips stacked on top of each other. I thought I brought a block down, but oh, there it is. My block. don't need one, but if you have one and you want to use it, please do. So it sits in here, and it just helps you keep your hips aligned. And so we have our arms straight out, and with our left hand, we're stretching along, so almost tracing the right hand all the way through, over the chest. And then as we open up and we're only turning our torso to the left and stretching wherever it's comfortable. It might be here, it might be here, wherever it's comfortable for you. And then we come back, bringing our arms straight up, over, touching our hand, pulling, as if somebody's shaking your hand, pulling, and that was one. So again, we're tracing our hand over our chest, turning our top body over, looking to the left, and just feeling that beautiful stretch in the upper body. And then bringing our hand back. Now you can bring your hand back up, or you can trace it back, whatever you like. So that's 2, 3, 4. Okay, now we're going to switch sides onto our left. Place the block. If you were using it for the other side, you want to use it for this side as well. Knees are bent. Your left arm is shoulder length straight out. Down. Okay. And we take our right hand and we guide it along the left hand, stretching it even further by the hand, and then bringing your right hand over, tracing it along the chest and opening it. Your lower body stays still. The top is just twisting for thoracic mobility. And then you're bringing your arm either straight back up in the air or tracing it back. That's 1. Tracing it over, looking to the right, 2. Go as slowly as you can, noticing every little movement and how your body's feeling. That's 3. 4. And 1 more. 5. Okay. Now we'll take the block out. And slowly curl our way back up to seated position. How's everyone doing? Okay. So if you can, and this is a comfortable position for you, otherwise I would invite you to sit on a chair wherever, whatever your body's kind of telling you to do. I think that's the best. So we did a lot of good stretches. I invite you to take your left leg and place it over your right knee. Okay, so if that feels comfortable, that's great. And if you find like your hip is coming all the way up or like not touching the floor, you can always take a blanket, roll it and put it underneath, or you can take a block. So wherever you are, whatever feels good, just take care. So I'm putting my leg over my right knee. So my left leg is over my right knee. I'm sitting up nice and tall, and then I'm going to take my right hand and wrap it around my left knee. And that feels right there. I'm feeling a stretch on my left hip, thigh. So this may be where all I stay. Now, you may be a little bit more flexible and think, okay, I can do more. So if you can do more, then I invite you to take your hand and place it in the middle of your back and then just slowly twist. So we're just twisting to wherever we can, and breathing in and breathing out, breathing in and breathing out. And now from here, I'm going to release slowly, taking my left leg down, and then taking my right leg and putting it over my left knee, adjusting, Sitting up nice and tall, taking my left hand and wrapping it around my right knee, sitting up nice and tall, and if I'm able to, I'll take my right hand, place it in the middle of my back, and just slowly twist over, gazing over my right shoulder. Breathing in and breathing out, breathing in and breathing out. And slowly releasing. And here we're going to open up our legs as wide as we feel comfortable. I'm going to take our hands, bring them on top of our heads and just give it a nice stretch. Slowly turn towards the right and then drop your hands from wherever they feel comfortable. We're bending from our hips, going straight, so our eyes, we're looking at our toes. We're trying to keep our back as straight as possible. So the object is not to curl over your body, but to rather just release from your hips, going down, wherever that may be, and wherever your hands land, that's great. You can also use a strap and hold yourself. And you should be feeling it in your thighs. And then we're going to come back to center. We're going to do the same for the left side, lifting our hands up, turning towards the left, and then dropping our hands down, looking straight towards our toes, and just hold for a moment, feeling that stretch. Looking forward, trying to keep our back straight. There's a lot to remember, right? Just do your best. And then from here, lift up, back to center. So I'm going to bring our feet together, back on our mat, feet together. And now this is our bend forward, right? So we did our legs apart, now our legs are together. Again, we're lifting up our hands, nice and tall, and then we're kind of hinging forwards from the hip and allowing our hands to drop wherever is comfortable. And then with every breath, we breathe in and we breathe out, and we try and go a little bit closer, but not forgetting to try and keep your belly in. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. And slowly releasing. Now we're going to bring the soles of our feet together. Make sure your sit bones are on the mat and your heels are touching. Interlace your fingers around your toes, and wherever it's comfortable, you can bring your feet closer to you. And then we're slowly going to flap our wings, which are knees, up and down. You might want to close your eyes and just notice how your hip joints are opening, breathing in and breathing out, and noticing your spine. If it's curling a little bit, you want to try and straighten your sitting position. Just breathe and flap. And you can imagine flying places. My daughter always says, "Where are you flying to, Mama?" So where am I flying to? I don't know. Let's see, maybe Greece, maybe Peru? I don't know. Where are you going? Let me know where you're going in your flight. And as you do your flapping and you notice that your legs are giving a little bit more leeway, you might want to increase the distance of trying to make it down to the mat, or you may want to go a little faster, or you may want to go a little slower. It's all up to you, what your body is telling you. So you really got to tune in and say, does this feel good? And if so, can I go a little bit more or a little less? Okay, we're going to slow our butterfly down. We can take our legs and uncross them. And now we're going to stand up, slowly stand up. Put yourself up, standing ground, shake it out. Notice how your body's feeling after those couple of stretches. Okay? And now we're going to open up our legs almost as wide as our shoulders, or even wider. I think we can go even wider if it's comfortable for you. Go as wide as maybe when you're opening your hands up, your wrists are below your ankles. If you can do that and it feels comfortable, please do so. And it will help our stretch. Okay, so you're trying to get ankles. Sometimes my mat slips and my feet go crazy, but right now it's okay. So my feet are going straight, pointing forward. My hands are straight out. And for whatever I can do, my wrist is falling down, my ankle's right below it. And even this in itself feels great. Just pulling as if there's ropes, pulling my hands from one direction to the other, right? Breathing in and breathing out. And now from here, if you feel comfortable, you're going to slide your body over towards the right, lower down your hand, wherever that may land, and then gently bring up your left hand to look up. Up, and if that, your gaze looking up doesn't feel good, you can always look down, wherever is comfortable for you. And if you feel a little wobbly, you can always do this against a wall. And now we're slowly going to breathe back, up, into the center, taking a breath, and then again shifting our body over to the left. And when you can't shift anymore, drop your hand down, your left hand down, and the right comes up, and you slowly turn your gaze either up or down and look at your toes or your feet. And just hold for a moment. Notice this great stretch on the right side of the body, and then back to center. And then bringing our hands down. And with our feet, we're going to go toe, heel, until we're standing with our feet just below our hips. So we're going to bring our heels, our toes, our heels, our toes, our heels, our toes, our heels, our toes. After we come back here, we've done quite a bit of body stretch, and now's the time where we pull it all together. And try not to skip this step, because before I used to be running all the time. I got to go here, I got to go there. This is important. This is the step where it brings everything back into your body and it allows it to reset. So I invite you to get back on your mat, on the floor, lie down, keeping your legs mat width apart, keeping your hands 45 degrees from the body, palms facing up. Tuck your chin in, lower your gaze, and close your eyes if you feel comfortable. And just allow your body and mind to relax. Taking this time to be as still as possible and allowing your body to just reset after all those great stretches. As your mind wanders, bring it back to your breath, that nourishing breath going in and out, in and out. And if you had set an intention at the beginning of the practice, you may want to repeat that in your mind. I am calm. I am calm. I share love. I am strong. Breathing in and breathing out. Invite you to bring your legs together, toes touching. Interlace your fingers, stretch over your head, and give your body a nice deep stretch, keeping your eyes closed, allowing your body to turn to the right side, curling your legs up into a fetal position, with your left hand slowly perching in front of your chest, keeping your head down to the last thing to come up. Slowly push your body up into a seated position. Cross your legs. Bring your hands together in a prayer position in front of your body. I wish you clear and loving thoughts. I wish you clear and loving intentions. And I wish you clear and loving words. Namaste. Have a great day.